Hello everyone, glad to see you on the Coin Report channel. As you already know, Binance agreed to conduct Luna Classic burning just recently. That's why I suggest we figure out how much a token can cost, what conditions must be met for that, and why the exchange initially did not plan to raise the price of Luna Classic. Here we go. The exchange recently introduced a mechanism that will allow burning tokens. And on the background of such news, investors have seen a price pump of more than 80%. The community was quite optimistic about the future growth of the asset, but it was not destined to come true, and there are several reasons for this. Earlier, the head of the crypto exchange, Changpeng Zhao, has repeatedly expressed support for Luna Classic, offering different ways out of the situation. But recently, he went into action. On his personal Twitter page, the founder of Binance talked about the first burning of Luna Classic for a sum of 5.6 billion tokens. This post was dated October 3rd. In USDT equivalent, this amounted to about $1.86 million, but the price has not reacted in any way. Why did Binance not plan to raise the Luna Classic price? And you don't have to be an incredible analyst or follow the company to understand that. It's much simpler than that. Let me start with the fact that even though the exchange has burned more than 5 billion tokens, it's not a lot of volume. Because if you look at how much of the total capitalization of Luna Classic, you will just laugh. As one Twitter user calculated, the supply of the coin decreased by only 0.09%. Thus, this small percentage simply could not affect the price much. Some will argue that the exchange has only just begun to move in this direction and further on will only get more. But I have to disappoint you. This is unlikely to happen. According to a published statement, Binance will burn the equivalent of trading fees. That is, when traders make a buy or sell, they will be able to choose a commission for the burning of 1.2% voluntarily. Considering the fact that trading fees on the exchange are in the range of 0.1/10 to 0.200%, the transaction burn rate is only a fraction of the 1.2% transaction burn rate. Also, not all investors and traders agree to burn tokens voluntarily. The exchange rules strongly restrict the destruction of Luna Classic. As for the high-volume Luna Classic wallets or the market maker, I wouldn't expect any help from them, because I'm more than sure none of them would voluntarily choose the 1.2% commission. Thus, the Binance scheme is almost useless for ordinary users of the exchange. But then, why did Changpeng Zhao implement such a mechanism in the first place? He just wanted his business to be the center of the hype and therefore increase the volume of trading a little bit. It helped him make money. But in my opinion, he did it more for good marketing of the company. His team expects to retain current users and attract new ones. Folks, if you want to see real growth in Luna Classic, then blockchain has to start delivering more value or solve some problems before that scenario becomes possible. Unfortunately, all this hasn't happened yet, and the price, for the most part, hangs on the coin's holders who do not stop believing in it. But who knows, maybe they won't give up and huge profits await them in the future. Anyway, my job is to tell you about the different opportunities, as well as the underwater stones that may await you in the future. And now, such a problem is Do Kwon. Korean authorities have already given orders to freeze his bitcoins of $67 million worth. On September 15, he made a new wallet. A Korean court issued an arrest warrant for the cryptocurrency founder just one day after. The new BTC wallet was created under the name Luna Foundation God, the LFG. After this, 3,313 BTC were transferred to KuCoin and OKX. The cryptocurrency exchange KuCoin received about 1,354 BTC, which were frozen immediately after the transfer, while OKX ignored the authorities' requests. Thus, 1,959 BTC may have been moved to other platforms. On September 26, Interpol issued a red notice against Kwon, only confirming his fugitive status. However, despite all the evidence and international notice against him, Kwon continues to tweet from time to time, claiming otherwise. The development of these events will directly affect the price of the asset. This situation is definitely murky, and unless you're stuck in Luna Classic, I strongly recommend that you don't put your money there. Next, we'll talk about the price of Luna Classic, its prospects and possible price levels. And in the meantime, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it and hit the subscribe button. I will be very grateful, and we continue. Now, let's take a closer look at the chart itself. Right now, we can see that Luna Classic has managed to consolidate above an important level. If the price holds the support, it will be able to please its holders with a good enough profit. The first targets are 36% and 60% growth. But such a movement needs a reason, even a short-term one. The MACD indicator is also positive. It formed a hidden bullish divergence, which hints at a possible further price bump for the Luna Classic. Often, such an indicator is the long-term cause of the movement. But if you consider the fact that the divergence appeared on the 4-hour chart, not on a higher time frame, you can expect that the pattern will soon be fulfilled. If you look at what was happening on the RSI chart earlier, you can see a critical level of 50 points. It often determines the further movement of an asset. This is where we are now. After the indicator was in the overbought zone, it dropped to 47 points. I hope we don't hear any bad news anytime soon. Then we will have every chance to continue the rally. In the meantime, we just have to wait and watch closely to see how the token will behave in such a situation. Otherwise, if you open a position without waiting for the bounce confirmation, you are at risk of finding yourself in a not very pleasant situation. I say that because there really is room to fall. If the Do Kwon situation continues to escalate, we could see a drop of 20% at best. And I must say, this is not the limit. Risks for the investors are still too high because at the moment, we have an unconfirmed exit of the cryptocurrency market from the bearish phase, constant inflation and fears of more stock market collapse. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching and see you later.